was competition for Brady when Jimmy G was there. All right, talk the latest now on Deebo Samuel. Draft weekend came and went. He's still a Niner, but nothing's changed for the star receiver. According to reports, he still wants out, still wants to be traded. Nick, any chance the Niners can salvage the relationship with Deebo?
Well, I don't know if they can salvage the relationship. He might hate him for it, but listen, Deebo Samuel is not going to be operating from a position of leverage. Because in my estimation, there is a 0% chance Deebo Samuel sits out the season. He's made $6 million total in his career. He's not. It's not a Le'Veon Bell situation where a guy's already made $30+ million and he's going to sit out a year and then be free of his contract. If he were to sit out, that contract tolls anyway. Like, I think the Niners are looking at it and saying, yeah, buddy, like, we are going to be breaking in a de facto rookie quarterback. You're our most valuable offensive weapon. Unless we get an amazing return to help us right now, we're not trading. And I think they'll offer him a contract. I don't know if it'll be the contract he wants to sign, but I don't think Deebo Samuel has the juice here. N'Keal Harry, demanded out of New England, and Belichick said, okay, we appreciate that. Go cover punts. Now, Deebo Samuel obviously is 100 times the player N'Keal Harry has proved to be, but they were in a similar position leverage-wise, which is what are you going to do? So I don't know if they'll salvage the relationship, but I do think there's a real chance he's on the Niners next year, Brew.
Yeah, I do think it's salvageable because it is a lot like the Baker Mayfield situation, which obviously isn't salvageable. But here's my point. Baker came out and demanded a trade, right? And then found out, my value's really not that high. All right, and Deebo is finding out the same thing. Now, I love Deebo, all right? But there are people in the league that think if you take him away from Kyle Shanahan, he's not as good. There are people in the league that think he's as good of, if maybe not a better running back than a receiver. And if you look at the offers that have been reported, the Jets reported, a lot of people thought he'd end up with the Jets. They reportedly offered Nick the 10th pick in this draft, plus a 5th rounder for Deebo and a 2nd rounder, which is incredibly low. And then the Lions offered him a low ball deal as well. In fact, Mike Florio said that offer from the Jets was insultingly low, so insulting that it shouldn't have even been offered. All right, so here's what you do. If you're the Niners, you're like, Deebo, look, we love you. We think you're great. These teams they're offering garbage. We can't believe what they're offering for you. We think you're a lot better than these other teams think you are. And so I think they can salvage it because Deebo's finding out no one else is really in a hurry to give up a lot for you or pay you the $26 million per year that you reportedly want. So I think they can make it work in San Francisco, Wilds.
Yeah, they can make it work. If you tear up the contract, give me a new one. But other than that, I don't think it's going to work. And I'd just like to share a little problem in my weekend that I was victimized by disinformation by Odell Beckham Jr. Odell put this tweet up, and I didn't appreciate it. Breaking news, 19 problems, Deebo, to the Patriots. Now, here's the problem with disinformation, Jenna. Even when it's debunked, there's still a morsel of you that believes it. And this was debunked by everyone, including Odell and Deebo and reporters in the NFL. And guess what? A little part of me still believes it's going to happen. And that is the issue with disinformation and Odell Beckham Jr. becoming a journalist. So, Odell, I do not appreciate that at all. I still think, I don't care how many reports I have to see that it's not going to happen. I'm stuck thinking that it's going to be happening. And if he goes somewhere else, I'm going to be disappointed.
What?
I'm a victim of disinformation. Don't give me any. I'm in a vulnerable place. Don't do it.
I understand. I'm helping you. The Patriots are not in the business of trading first-round picks for great receivers. They are in the business of trading second-round picks for 8 games of Mohamed Sanu. So that's the world they're in these days with Belichick running things. So you don't have to worry. Put it to bed.
Deebo works as a Niner. That's why it works. Nick's got medals to hand out. Great game for Ja, 34-10.
This is The Herd.
Warriors Grizzlies, game 1 in Memphis. Warriors pulling out a close one yesterday. Did it without Draymond Green for more than half of this one. Dre ejected in the second quarter after a hard foul on Brandon Clark. The overhand and the jersey pull, that's going to do it. Clark says it comes as no surprise. Take a listen.
He's been known for flagrant fouls in his career. I've watched them on TV my whole life, it feels like, so I wasn't really shocked. But, you know, I'm a dude. I don't really like the flop or none, but he did hit me pretty hard twice.
I am dumb enough to think that it would not even be a flagrant one, that, you know, the playoffs are a little tougher and not as soft as the regular season, you know, and that, you know, you can bump a little more and you get away with a little more. Sometimes I guess it's just a case-by-case thing. It's, you know, it's a reputation thing. I think tonight was probably a reputation thing more so than a hard foul.
Broussard, you agree? You agree that Draymond's ejection was a reputation thing?
No, Draymond deserved to be ejected. I'm shocked that so many people don't think this was a flagrant two. A flagrant two is unnecessary and excessive contact. All right. Now, if you look at the play, and it's hard in real time, but he slapped Brandon Clark pretty hard. And I think that was unnecessary or excessive. Like he slapped him, and so that number one was a flagrant two. And then he pulled him down. Now, Draymond said his hand got caught in the jersey. It didn't look like it to me. It looked like Draymond was holding the jersey, but who knows? The referees can't sit there and determine your intent. It looked like you pulled him down, but the slap was really bad. And for Draymond and others to just brush over that, I thought was ridiculous. So, yeah, I thought it was a flagrant two. Now, as far as reputation, I thought it was deserved without the reputation. But when you throw the reputation of Draymond onto it, that does add to it, and that's true in everything, not just basketball, but life in general. Past behavior and actions do impact current, thoughts about things you've done. If next season, if Kyrie Irving takes a game or a week off for personal reasons, people are going to be skeptical. What is going on with Kyrie? Why'd he do it? If LeBron James does it, you just take it at face value. Okay, something's going on. He needs to be off. And so that is an example of how, Nick, reputation always factors into how we judge an action that happens.